The AT&T Stadium, but I'm on live right now. Hello, everybody. How you guys doing tonight? This is Darren Jackson, and I am going to be able to go ahead and have a brief discussion, a brief talk. I'm trying to see if people could be able to see me. Let me get to a better camera area. I'm going to do it like this, y'all, tonight. All right. Some of you probably don't know about this one, and some of you probably do. I just got finished watching the North Shore Duncanville fight that somebody I know posted it. Uh, let me elaborate on what I'm going to say tonight. That fight with North Shore and Duncanville, these students, fans, whatever you want to call it, AT&T Stadium, unrec- unrecognizable. It's a shame. It's a shame that two schools who are always competing for a state championship in Division One, 6A Division One, or have met six times throughout this century, have gotten to the point where these students want to fight. I just want to say this, and this is me coming, from a fan's perspective, a broadcaster, uh, sports fanatic. It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. Both Duncanville and North Shore need to be able to address this situation. I think that both Reginald Samples from Duncanville and Willie Gasson from North Shore need to be able to have a meeting together. And if you two guys could be able to at least need to reach out to me to be able to come to an agreement to have a meeting about this situation, I would love to be able to have a meeting with you guys. This is highly unexpectable. This is highly unrecognizable that these two schools are fighting against one another because Duncanville lost the game tonight. Classic game on victory where Craig Way called the game. One of the best announcers in the game today. I, I'm speechless. I'm not shocked because it's our own kind. It's our own kind, and we have our own people who are doing this towards one another. This has got to stop. It has got to stop because the one thing about it is this, and I'm quite sure that whoever posted it tonight for the North Shore Duncanville matchup of the fights after the game, I'm quite sure that Instagram and Facebook or whatever social media is going to take it down. And if I were the University Interscholastic League, I would make sure that that fight that was posted tonight be taken down. It does not show the character of how you respond when you lose into a matchup. I know it's a rivalry matchup. I know it's Dallas versus Houston. At some point, and I'm gonna say this because this thing need to go into first take. It need to be able to have people like Stephen A. Smith and Ryan Clark and other guys to be able to talk about this situation because of the fact that you got two great high schools who are top notch. Duncanville, North Shore, those two are the cream of the crop of 6A Division One. And for these two schools to fight against one another. These two schools that have a fan base that is always strong. It's going to make things very difficult to have both teams match up against one another for a state championship game, and they're going to have extra security. I think that AT&T Stadium security crew did not handle this well. I know it's. I'm not going to brag about it saying NRG would have handled it better, or whoever would have handled it better. But it's going to come to a point where AT&T Stadium may not be the home of the UIL state championship games. I mean, they do attract a lot of money with all the other schools. What they're going to have to do is they're going to have these games elsewhere besides AT&T Stadium. I think that they need to at least have it here at NRG Stadium, and we will have to be able to have better security. We'll have to have Houston Police Department. My question is, where were the Dallas Police Department? Where were Arlington Police Department or the Dallas County Sheriff's Department? Where were they at? I don't understand why these kids are fighting over the fact that you have too many people there is just not showing class, not showing honor, not showing dignity. It didn't make no sense whatsoever. I'm sorry, I'm going to say this, but Black people, when we're going to stop all this violence? When are we going to stop having our kids fighting because Dallas don't like Houston? We don't need a World War III where I agree. Tonight, DeSoto took care of C.E. King, and South Oak Cliff knocked off Richmond Randall. But this should not be a Dallas versus Houston rivalry. These rivalries should be fun. These rivalries should be entertaining. You don't see Katie fighting a, a team from Denton, like Denton Geyer, or Katie and South Lake Carroll fighting against one another. You don't see those things. But then you see two predominantly Black schools fighting over what? Over the fact that Duncanville lost this game tonight. And I watched most of the game. I didn't watch all of the game, but I watched most of the game. Duncanville lost that game because their offense was not prepared. Their offense did not step up. North Shore defense was great. They were great tonight. And you got to give hats off to Willie Gaston and his squad. People did not give North Shore a chance to win this game. But North Shore came and played. And I'm ashamed to say that my own people have disappointed us. And I'm not just saying just myself. I'm saying it towards any Black person that is going to watch this tonight. And like I said to the administration from Duncanville and the administration from North Shore, if both Willie Gasson and Reginald Samples watch this video, or whoever wants to post this video to show that, in which in case I'm willing to post the video. I'm willing to be able to post this and state to everyone, hey, if Reginald Samples and Willie Gasson need to be able to speak with me about the situation, I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to meet up with these guys, whether if we have to make a meeting either in Houston or Dallas, let's have a meeting. Coach Samples, I'm willing to talk with you. Coach Gasson, I'm willing to talk with you. But actions need to be handled while everybody comes back to school in January. That was unacceptable. I'm sorry. I'm I'm a concerned person myself. I'm a concerned person. I don't like the fact that our own people have to be able to be this cruel. Younger teens. It doesn't matter who started the fight. What matters the most is that the ones that were into that fight, students, parents, whatever, because it's not parents actually. It looks like it was mostly students or kids that were just got out of high school, because it was mostly teenage kids. And any teenage kid that watched this, whether you're Duncanville or you're North Shore, if you have a problem with what I just said, I mean, I'm willing for you to be able to post your comments, be able to, whether you like to subscribe or hit that notification button, whatever you guys want to do. If you want to post my comments to me, I'm willing to be able to respond back to your comments. But what I want you to understand is that I'm not going to use, you know, vulgar language. I'm not going to be able to act a fool because it's social media and everything. You could be able to hit me up, and I would definitely go ahead and let you guys know. My ex is Mr. Texas Man 25. Um, I'm on Facebook. You can find me under Darren Jackson. You can be able to hit me up on Instagram, DB Jackson 130. I'm willing to be able to hear some people today or whenever you guys have that chance to be able to respond back to me to let me know what really happened, what transpired for this violence to happen at a stadium that is well known for the state championship game. Like, somebody got to tell me what happened. Somebody need to let me know why this situation occurred. Because we need to do better than what we're doing, y'all. That was unacceptable, highly unacceptable. And the principal at Duncanville and the principal at North Shore, if you got to get in contact with me, please definitely be able to do so, because we can't have this. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it out loud, but we cannot have this. Those students, whoever were involved, they should be banned for at least a year at going to any games next season. I would lay the hammer any student that got involved into that fight, whether you started it or not, and we see you on film, I would suspend. It got to be suspensions. I don't want to say you want to expel kids, but it got to be suspensions. They got to press charges or something, because, like I said, that's uncalled for, unacceptable, unhinged, and undeniable on how our own people act the fool tonight. Even my nephew saw it, and he's like, "That's ghetto." Even the boy that was on film that was saying it said it's ghetto. Football season is over in the high school ranks, and we're getting ourselves ready for basketball. Now it's going to make questions about, do teams in basketball want to be able to be around both North Shore and Duncanville that make the playoffs? Boys and girls basketball. It's going to have question marks of what's going to happen in 2026, the next football season. Then you got to look at it and say, okay, North Shore is going to defend the state championship. If they go back to AT&T Stadium or wherever it will be next year, we're going to have the same situation with Duncanville and North Shore again, where they're going to fight. I'm sorry, but this has got to stop. Like I said, Coach Samples, Coach Gaston, if you guys are not busy on your busy schedule, please notify me. Let me know, because we need to be able to have a conversation and figure out what the next situation is going to be. We can't have that. That's highly unacceptable. I'm sorry, it has to be that way. But me personally, if I'm the head coach at any one of those institutions, I see my players or anybody on that bus coming home and they're talking about the fight or anything, I don't care if the football season is over. I would run you to the ground, win or loss. I know football season is over, but that would be the one practice that you would not like me. But it's ridiculous. But like I said, Coach Gasson, Coach Samples, if you guys could be able to hear me or any of the coaching staffs for both North Shore and Duncanville, if you guys want to respond, please respond by commenting. Some of the fans comment and let me know what the situation was, or at least let me know how I could be able to reach out to y'all. So we could be able to have maybe a podcast just to talk about this situation and figure out what can we be able to do better as a unit. But until then, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up tonight. My name is Darren Jackson. I'm going to post it, you guys, be on my Facebook. I'm definitely going to be able to also post it on X. So some of you people can be able to respond and just be able to respond on my comments. I'm willing to watch my phone this week to see if there's any comments that's going to be mentioned. But until then, guys, you guys have a wonderful night.